I love it because it's got this little hook. We'll show you about this. This is your standard, you know, $11, $12. This is $20. I enjoy this scraping tool immensely. The other variety is this Italian J hook. You can get this from Man Lake for, you know, $12, $15 too. So the cheap one, the not so cheap, and then the fancy deluxe one. You can see the kind of hook there is useful for prying open those frames. So these guys shouldn't be too well bound in there. So open them up. I'll see. Look at my beetles. My beetles are just going nuts here. So I'll crush.
I was gonna ask, do you like actively go in and try to
do this
eradication method?
Yeah, no, there's no real effective way other than, and we just put this in the other day, right? More beetles on the outside than on the inside. But the one that maybe see, I might have it still draining. I put it threw it away. I was going to show you the one that we had before.
So cool. Really cool.
So Steve smoked them pretty good. Right, here's the tool goes inside here, pulls up. But before I get in there, you can see the propolis is kind of bound up on here. Right, and so I want to scrape this off. It will. And if you got a partner, somebody works one side, then the next step is to just make that break. And you can see the flex of the plastic is a little bit more than I prefer. I kind of like it to be rigid like the wood. I'm not a big plastic fan, but I see why people choose to use it. So just breaking it first will help. And you can see sometimes there's a gap, so you might make that break first, and then that gives you enough room on the other side to separate out. And then, as you can tell, we're jostling it. The bees are getting a little, I don't want to say feisty, but
sassy.
Yes. If you get a chance to buy a smoker,
there's your
and you have
the hanger.
Yeah, it has a nice hook like that. Steve, I got one inside. Yeah, I'll grab it. So here's a fine tool to invest in as well. Right? That thing, when you're doing inspections, it's nice not to have your frame kind of right.
Resting on the...
Yeah, on there pretty good. That's the kind of jerk that'll get them all excited. So all capped honey on both sides. So this is what you would call a cured frame ready to go. You can see the buildup of propolis all up and down here. Right?
So cool.
And these bees, they got their butts in the air, their heads in. They're either, I think, kind of draining. They're adding to it, and not draining, but adding to it, and then going to be working on capping it. You can see the variation in nectar, a little lighter, a little bit darker. Sometimes the discolorization, you can see a young lady in the middle of the frame, she's got pollen on her pollen sacs. So that's kind of your classic frame. All down on the bottom, they're enjoying the broken comb.
Oh my gosh.
So they'll eat the honey out with a broken comb?
They'll just, I mean, they'll just, we could make a little